Have you ever pondered the enigmatic transformation of the Jordan River as its once pristine waters turned an eerie shade of red, signaling a profound shift in its historical and religious significance? The unfolding mystery doesn't halt there. Recent developments have unveiled a startling revelation. The very lifeblood of ancient narratives and beliefs has now run dry. What ominous secrets lie beneath the surface? And could the river's desolation be interpreted as a divine warning? Join me as we delve into the cryptic events surrounding the Jordan River, uncovering hidden treasures and exploring whether its drying fate is a manifestation of a higher power's wrath. Stay tuned until the end to unravel the unfolding mystery and contemplate the significance of our collective prayers during this time of Great Tribulation. The Jordan River's historical and the dramatic decline of the Jordan River. Could the iconic Jordan River be dwindling away? Imagine if Jesus were to immerse himself in its current state. He might find only a modest, unassuming stream that poses potential harm. This once mighty biblical waterway has diminished into a shallow and murky trickle, at risk of fading into oblivion. In the 1960s, the river transported a staggering 1.3 billion cubic meters of fresh water annually from the Sea of Galilee to the Dead Sea. What has led to this significant decline? And what implications does the fading river hold for its historical and ecological importance? In recent times, the flow of the Jordan River has dramatically dwindled by over 90%, now hovering around a mere 100 million cubic meters. This stark reduction is a significant factor contributing to the alarming disappearance of the Dead Sea, with its water levels receding by a meter each year. The challenges don't end there. The region faces additional woes. Being one of the world's driest nations, the Middle East nation grapples with rising temperatures and an expanding population, exacerbating the strain on water resources. Reflecting on history, it's reminiscent of biblical narratives where God intervened, parting the waters of the Jordan River for Israel, mirroring the events with Moses and the Israelites at the Red Sea. The symbolic crossing of the Jordan River holds immense significance for the Israelites. Strikingly, God, who once dried the river to save his people, seems to be orchestrating a similar phenomenon today. The ramifications of the drying Jordan River are far-reaching. As with any river's decline, it reverberates across industries. In the Middle East, people heavily rely on rivers for drinking water, crop cultivation, and other essential needs. The Jordan River, crucial for irrigation and a thriving tourism industry, attracts religious pilgrims who seek to walk in the footsteps of Jesus and be baptized in the same waters. While Israel has mitigated its dependence on the Jordan for drinking water by utilizing desalination plants that convert Mediterranean seawater into fresh drinking water, the regional impact of the river's demise is profound. The loss of the Jordan's life-sustaining role would not only affect the tourism industry, but also disrupt the delicate balance of ecosystems and human livelihoods, underscoring the urgency for sustainable solutions in the face of this unfolding environmental challenge. Archaeological discoveries and biblical significance. The drying up of the Jordan River has not only unveiled environmental changes, but also shed light on intriguing mysteries linked to biblical narratives suggesting a divine connection. The well-known biblical tale of Moses leading the Israelites in the Exodus, particularly the parting of the Red Sea, has long been a subject of historical debate. Some scholars question the accuracy of claims about the ancient Israelites' migration from Egypt. However, recent archaeological discoveries by scholars Ralph K. Hawkins and David Ben Shlomo provide compelling evidence supporting the biblical account. The team found ruins at the site indicative of a nomadic group traveling from Egypt. The low stone walls, identified as animal fencing, align with the settlement practices of Bedouins, nomadic Arabs who lived in tents. While it's not conclusively proven that these camps date back to the period of the early Israelites, the possibility aligns with the biblical narrative of their journey from east of the Jordan River into the hill country of Israel. Further excavations are planned at Uja Aluk to explore potential links to an Israelite settlement in the region. This revelation adds to a series of stunning discoveries in the area. In 2013, at Kabet El Asara in the Jordan Valley, Hawkins and Ben Shlomo uncovered stone ruins and pottery fragments dating back to the late Bronze Age and Iron Age. Notably, the Dead Sea Scrolls were also found at Qumran before 1947, providing Hebrew manuscripts dating back to the 2nd century BC. and validating our understanding of the Hebrew Bible by around 1,000 years. The significance of these findings goes beyond historical confirmation. The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered in 11 caves at Qumran, included copies of every Old Testament book except Esther, affirming the accuracy and reliability of the copies we had. This means the Old Testament we read today is the same as what Jesus read, a translation that remained consistent over the centuries. The practice of storing sacred manuscripts in earthen vessels or caves, known as Genizah, further connects these discoveries to ancient Jewish customs from 48 BCE to 318 CE. Why did God dry up the Jordan River? The answer to this question, especially regarding the famous site of Jesus' baptism, may not be shrouded in mystery. Let's delve into the reasons behind God's action in drying up the Jordan River for his people. Firstly, a comparison is drawn with the earlier crossing of the Red Sea under the leadership of Moses. This served as a continuous reminder of God's provision for the people of Israel. Secondly, the emphasis is placed on the power of God. The miraculous act was performed to showcase that the hand of the Lord is powerful, surpassing any other deity. This demonstration aimed to make all peoples on earth aware of God's unmatched power, contrasting with the limited abilities of the gods worshipped by Israel's enemies. Thirdly, the intended result of the miracle was instilling fear of the Lord among the Israelites for generations. The awe-inspiring nature of the miracle was meant to be a lasting impression, encouraging the people and their descendants to talk about it, live in the fear of God, and worship him. In this way, the crossing of the Jordan River became a tangible memorial of God's might. In the context of the days when the Jordan River dried up, one clear reason was to facilitate the conquest of the land of Canaan for the Israelites. During this time of the year, the melting snow from Mount Hermon would cause the Jordan River to overflow its banks, reaching widths of up to 1 mile in some places. This natural obstacle would have made it nearly impossible for any invading force to cross the Jordan and threaten the inhabitants of Canaan. By drying up the river, God paved the way for his people to take possession of the promised land, showcasing his glory, presence, and strength in the process. Modern-day reasons behind the Jordan River crisis. The swift current of the Jordan River presented a formidable obstacle to the Israelites, thwarting their attempts to ferry enough fighting men across for a siege on Canaanite cities. In this dire situation, God intervened in a spectacular fashion, orchestrating a miraculous event that would pave the way for the Israelites to advance and claim the land of Canaan as their own. This divine intervention took the form of causing the waters of the Jordan River to stand up in heaps and the riverbed to dry up. The impassable river suddenly became a path of dry land, allowing the Israelites to march forward. This event served not only as a physical means of advancement, but also as a powerful psychological blow to the Canaanites. Witnessing the crossing of a dried-up river shattered their sense of security, instilling fear and uncertainty. The narrative then draws parallels between this event and the miracles witnessed by the preceding generation during their exodus from Egypt. The new generation, about to embark on the conquest of Canaan, needed its own tangible demonstration of God's power over the natural world. The drying up of the Jordan River, much like the parting of the Red Sea, was a profound manifestation of divine intervention that reassured the Israelites in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. While various explanations, such as the landslide theory, have been proposed to rationalize the drying up of the Jordan, the prophetic nature of Joshua 3:13 suggests that this was a deliberate act of God. The priests carrying the Ark of the Lord played a central role, with their mere presence causing the river to dry up as they stepped into its waters. Beyond the biblical narrative, the text delves into the present-day plight of the Jordan River. It explores how human conflicts, notably the competition for water resources among Israel, Jordan, and Syria, coupled with climate change, have led to the degradation of this once vital waterway. Dam construction, diversion of tributaries, and increased demands have collectively contributed to the transformation of the Jordan River from a symbol of abundance to a diminished stream. In parallel, the narrative touches on the contemporary challenges faced by cities like Mafraq in northern Jordan, where refugees strain the already limited water resources. The influx of Syrians, along with previous waves of refugees, places immense pressure on existing infrastructure, underscoring the complex interplay between human actions and the environment. Moreover, the text extends its reflection to the broader context, emphasizing the overarching theme of God's sovereignty. It underscores the belief that everything, from biblical miracles to present-day challenges, happens for a reason, guided by principles such as the law of cause and effect, the doctrine of original sin, and the providence of God. Even in times of tragedy, the narrative urges calm acceptance and trust in God's ultimate plan, emphasizing that events are ordained for the greater good. In conclusion, this intricate narrative weaves together biblical accounts, contemporary environmental challenges, and reflections on divine providence. It explores the interplay between the supernatural and the natural, urging contemplation on the profound impact of both divine intervention and human actions on the course of history. In conclusion, the narrative of the Jordan River's miraculous drying serves as a timeless reminder of divine intervention and human responsibility. From biblical tales to present-day challenges, the story underscores the profound connection between the supernatural and the natural. As we reflect on God's sovereignty and the impact of human actions, may we find hope and a sense of purpose in navigating the complexities of our existence. If you have more questions, or if there's anything else I can assist you with, feel free to reach out. Until we meet again, may your days be filled with peace, understanding, and moments of profound insight. Take care and farewell.